Last week, I made a poll asking you which character you'd like to see me take apart next. And besides the guy whose name I cannot pronounce, and some other calls for science, Danjin ultimately won the vote, with Sanha being second place. That said, today's victim is Danjin, whose design I actually really like. Don't worry though, as the votes seem to be pretty head-to-head, Sanha is definitely next. I'll pull up another vote at the release of this video, which will contain the characters you commented, and will be going for another week, so if your fave got too little votes, go vote for them. Anyways, same old analyzation first. Danjin actually seems to be the smallest out of the adult female models, and no, your ahoge doesn't give you any height. Her color palette is quite magenta and or red leaning, with silver and purple mixed in, as well as a lot of details I really enjoy. Here we have the girly pop. She's not really been under my radar until now, as I kind of switch her up with Sissio the entire time. I don't know, it's probably the red hair. It's probably just the red hair. Here we have the front view. I really like her silhouette. I think instead of just bearing the stomach, this thing gives her a really nice curve, really nice figure. I don't know, just a preference. I don't Other than her really nice silhouette, she seems to have like a lot of details, which seem to play together quite nicely. I have nothing negative to say right now. She has gold detail, she has blue detail, she has red and purple, and everything just, it pulls together, I think. Onto the side, this looks a little weird, and I think it's cause of this, the thigh garter. I think it just peeks out through the other side. She seems to have a slit in her shorts, which I think these are butterflies? Or flowers, I can't really tell. I'll get to that later. She has pretty sick gloves, which I think are the favorite part of this design, at least for me. In the back, she has a really dope cape. And honestly, this is why I thought she was a fire element first, but apparently she's dark? A dark element? I don't know what the elements are actually called. I've been too colonized by Genshin Impact. I even call the Star Wind element a Nemo, so it's her hairstyle is really interesting. I do really think that the little details she has everywhere, like the little flower thing, are actually butterflies. Actually, she has it in her hair as well. I'll get to that later. I have to get to that later. Again, she has heels, and so far I think everyone of the female character has heels, and at least the male characters seem to have platforms, so maybe this is a height issue. The last side is much of the left, right, left. Yeah, this is left, this is right. So the right side is much of the left side. You can see what I meant. This is what's making the weird shape on the other side. Nothing too different as of the other side, different gloves, but other than that, I think we can get to cutting her apart. Cut her apart. Cut her. What the fuck? Oh, it's the blush. Let's go from top to bottom again, as we always do. We have her bangs and her hair. This is what I meant earlier. The design she has everywhere seems to be butterflies. She has this thing, which kind of looks like a flower, but honestly, with these in her hair, I might call them butterflies, especially with the cape. She seems to have like little Princess Leia buns, but double? I don't really know how this works. You'd have to circle this in and then go down and pin it. I don't do hair ups. I have no idea. Her eyes are really nice. So far I've seen that all of the characters seem to have different pupils. I've seen a lot of like Genshin recognize the character by the pupil kind of thing. So I think this is also possible with WoWa characters. I might make one of those. I don't think my rule that I mentioned last video, where I had fucking issues pronouncing ahoge, applies to her. I think she's one of the rangers, a good swordsman, so I don't think the bigger the ahoge, the dumber the character applies here. Other than her updo, I think the other interesting part about this is her little hairbands. They actually seem to work for once. As we've seen with the rovers, they have like a little hair bangle to hold the hair together, but these actually seem to be elastics, which are flying again. We are hovering on top of the hairbands. Going a little tad further down, we have her earrings, and I think she should be suing her piercer because these are a little bit high up, aren't they? They seem very close to her actual ear, but I mean, I guess. These must be fucking heavy though. The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe aside. She has a jade bead and little like tassels on this. I think one pull on that and it's over, bro. But besides that, they look pretty fucking cool. I think they're talismans? They might be talismans. Going even further down, she seems to have like a little neck guard with a back window. Oh, that's really cute. I really like this. This is really cute. I like the design on this. Her entire design seems to be incorporating these, which again makes me question if these are butterflies like this or flowers. Other than that, she has like a little tassel on it, like all the other characters do. And this seems to be armor, I think. Like little shoulder armor. She seems to have fabric holding down the actual neck brace. I have nothing negative to say about this, other than, I mean, I guess if you cut these off, it would strangle her, but like, I mean... I think she only wears this for fashion more than protection, because this is what's holding the cape up. Wait, no, it's holding her entire front and back part together. So this is like an over-draping thing. That's cute. As much as I was praising this, I just noticed something which I'll be showing you in a hot second. It seems I cannot separate these things. So she has a little like tank top halter thing with a corset almost. It's like a waist cinching thing, which is also where her top is tucked into. Going to the gloves, they are very sci-fi. I really like these. I'll show you later, but the shoes aren't as sci-fied as some of the characters, so I think they put the effort more into the gloves, which I really like. This is so cool. I don't really know what this is for. I think it's some sort of heartbeat meter or something because she's element dark. I don't know if the element is able to corrupt the characters. That would be a cool aspect, wouldn't it? But I have no clue. The other side is asymmetric again, with having this little butterfly thing, as well as seeing her little nails. I don't know how many characters' nails we actually see that look this well kept. Though I would have expected them to paint her nails red or purple or something like that. But I guess as a ranger, she doesn't have time to keep up with that. On her chest, she has this big old bangle thing, which looks like a moon at first, but it's full. So I don't really know if I can call this a moon. When I looked at this the first time, I thought it was a moon, like it was separated. It was separated like this, but apparently it's not. Maybe this is a symbol of some clan or something, as she seems to have a lot of like symbolism everywhere. Attached to that, she has another little bangle with a wind symbol this time. On the sides of her, she has two more bags, which don't seem to be too special. And I think, or rather I hope, these are attached to her little dress thing, or else I have no clue what these are attached to. And she's missing the signature like 20 belts on her. She has these butterfly symbols again on the slit of her shorts with a little tassel attached to them. These make sense because they're attached, but this one is just floating. I have no idea how this is holding up. And now we're going to be moving on to the back. And I literally just noticed this, so I hope YouTube is lenient with this as we're already quite far in. But, quite literally, I thought she was fine because this was the one character that doesn't have massive cleavage. But no, she has double cleavage. Her little corset thing suddenly doesn't make too much sense, as this has to be digging the fuck out of her back, because it seems to be snatching her quite well, but it only has this upper strap, no lower strap, so this must be massively digging into her back. And I think they could have just, instead of making it a massive open back window, maybe kept the lower part of this corset thing. And I think that might look even better if this is like the entire corset and you'd have a lower window, which is interesting, and a higher window. I mean, I guess if she can handle the pain, that's fine. And I think I said this about female Rover too, but with open body parts, one stab and it's over. Though I think since she's a ranger, she should be fine. And of course, Kuro couldn't go without making a single belt, so they made this into a belt. This more looks like something you'd attach a zipper onto rather than a buckle, but I guess slay Kuro, I have no idea. I'm a fashion designer. I mean, other than this useless seeming buckle, she has more useless loops on this. I guess you could hook another strap to it if the upper one is digging too much into her back, but she doesn't seem to care. Look into her eyes. She has no care in the world. Going further down a bit, she has more fire symbolism all over her dress, as well as the little, like, these straps seem to be antenna, which they look pretty fucking cool. Though, these are belts. Wait, these are belts. These are belts! Why are they belts?
Here we go again.
Why did you... Wait, these are belts. These are belts. This is leather. This is an actual buckle for once. Thank you, KuroGames. This character design could not have been done without belts. What the fuck? These are also quite useless. I don't know what these are for. Normally I see them to tie this together. This doesn't seem to have any sort of use at all. Oh, fashion. Besides this, she seems to have another little bag with a thigh garter, which unfortunately, and this may just be an oversight, seems to make her silhouette a bit odd. All of the characters seem to have either 2 or 3 bags on them. I have no clue if this is supposed to represent, like, our bags in the game. Holy shit, there's another fucking belt. KuroGames, my beloved, okay? Is this for closing the bag? Wouldn't the strength of this make it more slanted up? Because we only have one? Or does this... No, it doesn't go around. I thought this might just be like a loop around. Maybe that could have worked, but... No. No, we need belts in this economy or else we're gonna go fucking insane. What? Help! We are moving further down, and she doesn't seem to have anything on her legs. First off, instead of thigh high, she seems to have leg warmers, which are really cute. And the socks seem to be kept up by these little straps, although I don't know how she's undoing them. There is no opening on these. I guess they're stuck forever. I don't really know what this is either. This seems to be a zipper which she doesn't seem to be able to pull up, maybe? Like, it looks crossed. Maybe she put it in the wrong way, no clue. She has more butterfly symbolism here, as well as some gibberish and heels. I'm just gonna say she fucking slays. I cannot fight in those heels. Yet again, I said this about female Rover as well, or gibberish, some kind of logo, I have no idea. They don't seem to have these let's make it sci-fi dots on them as some of the other characters had. And I think because she doesn't have that, she got the sci-fi glove, which I much prefer. So as a summary, ignoring the double cleavage and some of the useless little items she has because Kuro cannot survive a day without sneaking in useless buckles, she's pretty cool. I really like her design, and I think I'm gonna actually play her when the game comes out. Nothing negative here, and no single thought behind these eyes.